Many, many years ago, and I tell my students this little story all the time, and it's a matter of how they interpret it is what's important, okay? I know that some of us take this sport very serious as we compete, as we should. Anne-Marie was the best in the world. She took it very serious. Nothing was more important than winning the match in front of us. Nothing. Okay, so many, many, many years ago, Steve, you fought in these. We had a 5-point system, and you had to qualify for the national championships. And then there was up to 100 people in the weight, 75, 50. We had 75, 80 people in our weight class. And it was a 5-point system, so it was a 2-day tournament. 5-point system went like this. If you win by Ippon, you get 0 points. The idea was to go through the tournament with the least amount of points until you got to the round robin, and then there was 3 people left. So the first day, go through. Second day, go on 14th, 15th round. And there was 5 of us left. I had no point. I had 1 point, and the other ones had whatever they had. Fought a guy from San Jose, threw him for Wazadi, and he went in for Tomonagi and arm locked my arm. And it was complete. I'm 18 years old, and we are taught to submit. As soon as the arm is extended, you submit. That's what we're taught. If I submitted, I still would have gone another round. There would have been 2 more people still in the round. So the arm was extended, so I grabbed my pant leg so I wouldn't tap. Because my first impulse was just to tap and get on, but for some reason I just grabbed my pant leg, the arm was extended, and it snapped. Have any of you ever had your arm snapped? Have any of you ever snapped arms? I know you have, Jan. It vibrates through your body.
I got her smile.
You get an arm, eat chicken legs or chicken wings, you know how get the joint, where you can feel that vibrate through your body. Anyway, he got my arm and it went whack, and it snapped. And my first thought was, really? That's all there is to this? That's not bad. And it felt like hot water, hot metal, or hot lava was poured through my veins, and it just spread through my arm, and the pain stopped. And I went, oh, jeez, really? So I got out of it because there was no pain. And later, he moved around a little bit. I had one arm, almost got my other arm. That would have been a disaster. But he got away. I won the match, ended up medaling. But at that point, as I reflected back on it, I thought, you know what, Patrick, as a young man, pain will never stop you from your goal if that's all there is to it. It's just right now, it's just like that, it's over. This is when my arm was like snapped. It was a little bit gruesome to feel it go. It's more gruesome to do it to somebody else, but better them than you. Okay, so I've been on both ends of it, and I will tell you, it's much better to be the one doing the arm lock. But we should never let something, just because it's painful, shouldn't stop us from achieving whatever goals we have. Pain, it was that quick, and it was over. Losing a match lasts forever. Okay, so the feeling that you get, I know, I'm not speaking for Anne, but I will speak with her because we both were up there. Me, not as much as her. I mean, her more so than me, but we were.
And you were in thousands of matches you don't remember, and you remember every win you lost.
Yeah, you remember the ones you lose, and that's more painful. Because you have to reflect upon yourself as a competitor, as a warrior. Where did I go wrong? Why did I lose that? Was it so important to me? If it's not important to you, then it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Move on and live your life, flitter through life. But if it matters to you, then you have to examine what did I do What didn't I do to have prevented that? For me, it was, I'll never lose for pain, ever again, ever. And anything I do, pain is nothing. It's nothing. It is nothing. But the pain of losing lasts forever.
I have a comment and a question, and it's not a rhetorical question, it's a real question I have. So my comment is, first of all, I totally agree with you. I was at a clinic once where this instructor was saying, you know, if you do this, the person will hurt, it'll hurt them, and they'll move their arm, and they'll hurt them, and they'll move this. And so afterwards, it's just, excuse me, but somebody who's not super competitive, that might work. But somebody like me or you will not move their arm. They won't move it. They will sit there and they will think, I am going to make you pay. And when the referee gets them up, they will make you pay. So I think things where you just count on it working because it hurts will only work up to a certain level.
It doesn't work on those that compete on that.
Now I have my question. This is a confession I would never make when I was competing. What's your name over there? You, person with the orange belt. What? Magdalena. Okay. So when I was competing at first, the first time I won the nationals, I was 48 kilos, right? I weighed 103 pounds. I won the US Open at 48 kilos when I weighed 99 pounds. So we were probably about the same, right? At that time. And truthfully, if I fought you in the local Kansas City tournament, I would not have broke your arm. Now, no, I would never have admitted that when I was competing, but the point is, don't hurt people unnecessarily. So if you're fighting somebody and you're fighting in a local tournament and there's somebody, I think I probably could have pinned you, right? Yeah, you want to be competitive, but there's no point in breaking somebody's arm that's a yellow belt to win the Kansas City state championships. If you don't have to do it, don't do it. Now, I never would have confessed that I wouldn't do it, but I fought people that I could have armbarred him earlier in the match, but I pinned him or choked him because there's no point in injuring somebody.
It's a small world that we're in here, folks. I mean, it's a small world, and if you don't have people to train with, you're at a loss. And you don't have to be vicious on your partners. But I just use that and just to let them know that, you know what, guys, pain should never stop you from achieving whatever you want. And also realize that there's people like us out there that it means a lot to. And so when you do go to a tournament, be the best that you can be. But don't go in there if you're out of shape. Don't do that. You know, protect yourself. It's a wonderful sport. It's a beautiful sport. It's a dangerous sport. If you reach the level of a black belt, you're a badass. There's nothing else to say. You're a warrior. And those that are coming up, you know, you want to be warriors, and you are, or you wouldn't be here. Okay, but know that there's people like us out there that a little pain's not going to mean nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing. Okay.